So here we meet again. Today, few words about archery, but this time a little bit more about what happened in the past. I would like to make a short summary of Inoodr season, which came to an end, for me at least, for this year. Last Saturday I attended the last Inoodr tournament for this season, and that's going to be it. But there will be two kinds of summaries. First, what I did. Second, what I think, what I've learned during those past few months. So let's start with my few achievements. Most important, I'm gonna start with that lovely medal. Sorry, wrong medal. There's quite a few of them. This one, bronze medal for National Inoodr Championships. That's quite a big success for me. I would like to remind you guys, I'm shooting almost 2 years. And it's not like I'm shooting barebow for 2 years. I'm training archery for 2 years. So that individual medal has a lot of value for me, because that's my sweat, my blood, my tears, my trainings, the effort of during the sessions. Also, with the support, I would like to highlight that of my coach Tom. If you are watching that, man, without you, that would not be possible. Also, that was possible to support of the main coach in our club, Marcin. If you are watching that, kudos. I always listen what you are saying. I'm not always able to fully implement things that you want me to do right away. Your vast experience is just too big for me to comprehend. But I'm always listening to you. And of course, last but not least, my lovely girlfriend Zuza, which supports me all the time, which gives me enough space, enough time to actually do those trainings. And she's not saying a word when I'm buying new stuff and I'm spending money for archery equipment. So that's the most important medal for me. Second is this one. Front has a graphic, but reverse actually shows the true color, which is gold medal for my district or voivodeship, however you want to call it, Inoodr championships. That's also individual, and that has special value for me, because 2 years ago those championships were actually first true tournament, true competition that I attended. I didn't have a license back then. I didn't practice archery. I just came and I was shooting my hunter bow as a bear bow. I haven't even finished that first tournament because I really wanted to make such a good impression that the day before the tournament I spent whole day shooting, and the problem was that I shot too much, and in the middle of tournament I had to quit because my right hand just simply stopped working. I had problems with actually hitting not even the target face but the whole mat that you are shooting. So I was dangerous then. So I had to quit. That was my first actual tournament. 3 months later I actually started practicing. I met Tom. I started to learn how you should shoot, not just grab a bow and arrow and aim it more or less at the target. A year ago, I went to that tournament, but I was dead sick. I had high fever, but I really wanted to go there because that's my tournament. So I was able to take fourth place. Uh, Although my whole plan was to actually shoot qualifications and just go home, but somehow I reached the elimination stage, and I remember that okay, in the first duel I'm gonna probably lose because I have problems with actually aiming, with concentration. I barely saw the target face. I remember Martin coming to me and saying, "Oh, look out! Your technique is like here. You need to focus because your release is not good." And I said, "Man, I barely see the target, and you're talking to me about technique." But somehow I won the first duel. At the second, I met Stanislav, and Stanislav actually won the qualifications by far. And I thought, okay, he's gonna show me the way home. And somehow I won 6-0 and was like, shit. Okay, so I'm in a semi-final. And I've lost that match. I didn't try to lose, I just simply lost. That was it. And I thought, oh my god, finally, that's over. I can go home. Somebody came to me, yeah, now you have a match for third place. Like, really? Oh my god, one more. Okay, let's go. We're gonna do it. And I met Thomas, and we've been shooting 5 straight sets, and in the end it was a shoot-off. I remember that I was so dead beat tired after the tournament. I had actually issues with putting all the equipment back to the bag together. I went home. I was sick for over a week, and but yeah, that was my tournament. And this time I actually had to put additional effort once again, because that tournament is always something else. Because the tournament was on Sunday, and on Saturday my mother had birthday, and there was a dinner with whole family, presents and things like that. And in the evening there was 18th birthday of son of my friend. And why it's so important? Because I remember him holding him in my hands when he was like 3 months old. I was actually changing his diapers. If you're watching that, I'm gonna be telling that story over and over for next 50 years. And I really wanted to go to his birthday party, wish him all the best and so on. So I actually stayed till the evening, and woke up 3 in the morning. 4 in the morning I grabbed a train from the city where I come from to go back to Warsaw, where I live. I was home around 8. I grabbed some breakfast, took my bag, and went for the tournament, which was not very far from Warsaw, but still it's like 30 minutes, 40 minutes drive. And yeah, and qualifications were more or less okay. I was very sleepy, I was tired, so it didn't went as planned, but I managed, and I actually reached that final match, and I've won. Finally, I've won the district championships. That's my tournament. That's my turf. That's mine, and I'm gonna hold it for as long as I will be possible. And in the end, this gold medal. This gold medal comes from the tournament which happened last Saturday. It was a final round of National Indoor Championships Cup so the whole series of tournaments, and a lot of good archers there. Really, the level was very high. Mm, and I felt that I'm still tired. Sorry, not still. I'm constantly tired. I have a lot of things to attend, things to do. Unfortunately, I cannot fully go for that archery line. I just need to work. I'm also preparing videos like this that also takes some time. I need to go to Krakow, which is like a few hours of drive one way, then a few hours on back, and so on. I'm simply tired. And I feel it. I see it when I shoot that my technique is okay, but I need to adjust my string walk, just because I don't have that power in me to make it, that release dynamic enough. And qualifications were rough. The second round of qualifications was all right. It wasn't perfect, but it was all right. So in the eliminations, I actually went in with that feeling that, okay, I know what's going on, I understand what's happening, I know how to adjust to the situation. And first duel, second duel, third duel. Third duel was brutal because it was very hot in the venue where we were shooting. But before the final duel, I was able to go outside for a few minutes, catch some breath, and that final duel was massive. I'm not gonna lie, that was like top-notch duel, take into consideration even European or world level. We've been shooting like 28, 29 points per series constantly. And it was a tie. If there was a win in a set, that was like by 1 point, something like that. It was really, really strong duel. And yeah, I've won that round. That's how I finished my indoor season. Unfortunately, it was not enough to win the whole series, the whole cup. I took second place. And because it's a cup, there's only a cup for winner, and for rest there is only a diploma. I'm not going to show you a piece of paper. If you want to see it, it's on my Instagram, so feel free to go and see that. But yeah, that's like the pinnacle of my indoor season, which I started in November, very strong, by shooting shooting the best indoor tournament in Lithuania. Unfortunately, the result of the tournament was problem with my left elbow and forearm. I'm still under treatment. That actually I have tomorrow. Tomorrow I have a doctor's appointment. But yeah, that's it. Have I fulfilled my goals which I had for this season? Yes, at least most of them. Okay, so my goals was to get a medal in district championships. I got it, and it's a gold one, so you cannot go any higher. I wanted to get the medal of national indoor championships. I got one. It's a bronze, but still, I do believe that was a job well done. And in the end, I wanted to make progress. I really wanted that time for the indoor season to learn. For me, indoor season has like two major parts. First is training on your technique, because you're shooting indoor. There is no wind, there is no sun. You're shooting on a fairly short distance, only 18 meters. So you can work on your technique on ability to shoot over and over perfectly the same way. And I do believe that the result of that will be massive improvement in my results, both in 50-meter tracks tournaments and 3D/field tournaments in the outdoor season, which is coming soon. Second part was to learn more about the mechanics of archery. I am aware of the fact that equipment does not win on itself, but when you understand what's going on, you're going to be able to adjust yourself, your technique, to the changes in the environment, your surroundings, your disposition of the day. I did that. I've spent hours with my coach discussing things, technicalities. And now I should move to that part where I'll discuss it, but before I will do that, I would like to mention one thing which I was not able to achieve, unfortunately, during that season, and I'm gonna try that next year. And those were the results measured in points. I had two goals for this season. First was to shoot 275 points in one qualification round and 530 points in double qualification round. Unfortunately, I was not able to achieve that. I know why it happened, I know what were the reasons, and hopefully I will be able to do it next season. Sorry, not hopefully, I'm gonna do it next season. You hear that? Yeah. So that stays on the table. 275/530 stays for the next season, and of course another bunch of medals. Why not? So regarding the things that I've learned a lot about the technicalities of the archery, but there's one very important thing which I would like to tell you guys, and just wondering if you do agree with me or not, because that's my personal opinion. I'm not saying I'm 100% right, I'm not saying I'm 100% wrong. It's my opinion and how I see things. And I'm also aware of the fact that especially in bird bow division, there is no one thing that will fit all. Each archer has their own approach, their own ideas, and I even checked the top bird bow archers in the world. I watched the transmissions from Lancaster, from Vegas, from European Indoor Championships, and I was checking what they are shooting exactly, what kind of arrows and so on. And there is no one setup. There are various. And most important difference from my side are the arrows. And now I would like to talk about it for a moment. I've started the season shooting victory laps. Yeah. For some reason my computer thinks that there's a green screen, so you don't see that actually veins are green, unfortunately, but they are Gazpro veins. Those are the veins which I love, which I use. and maps are more or less 5 millimeters in diameter. And that was my first choice at the indoor tournaments. And I felt that I'm missing some shots because of the diameter. I wanted to go thicker. I made a short test on one of the tournaments. It wasn't really that important from the sport perspective, so I could make a test there, and I used the very thick ones. Those were actually Eastern Triumphs, and I said, oh, no, it's not for me. I have a problem with actually aiming it correctly. So I said, okay, slim, thick, let's land in the middle. So I've picked Skylon 4X, which I shot for the rest of the indoor season. Once again, Gazpro veins, which are something in between. They're allowing me to aim precisely, and what's even more important, I can pick the proper spine stiffness to the force of my strength of my bow, because with those very thick arrows, you basically cannot do it in bare bow because you don't have bow strong enough. There are parameters starting like from 500s and going down, and no one is shooting like 45, I don't know, 50-pound bow in the indoor because it makes no sense. And I also saw that some of the archers are using very slim arrows like this one. Those are the Skylon Presium, which I use for my 50-meter track setup. And I have a theory. Let me know in the comments, do you agree with me or not? You're starting to shoot and your results are going better and better, and at some level you say, okay, I cannot go higher, I cannot be better, I need thicker arrows to cut those lines, to get those additional points. And you pick either something like those 4X or those very thick ones. And for some people it works, but not for me. I reached a level, and now technically I should make a decision. I'm not gonna do it now because the season is over, but I'm gonna have to do it autumn next year. Sorry, this year, but before next inter season. Because I don't feel that I have precision good enough to get those constant 10s. Because with those very thick arrows, or sorry, even mid-thick arrows like 4X, which are 6 millimeters inner diameter, 7 and something on the outer diameter, I don't have that chance. I need to calibrate on my tab to land those shots, and sometimes it's just simply not enough. At least that's my feeling. If I'm doing something wrong or you're thinking something else, let me know. But there is a chance that next year I'm gonna be using thin arrows for the indoor, actually. Very thin even. Will I do it or will I not do it? We're gonna see. But I'm wondering now, what are your ideas? What do you think, guys? And what's your opinion on that? For now, I declare that this year indoor season 2023-2024 a great success, at least for me. Hopefully it was as good for you guys as well. And that's it for today. I see you next time, and I catch you on the flip side. Bye.